Hi, and thanks for joining us for our class today. So today's class we're going to use the Pilates circle, or sometimes called the magic circle. So this is a great little piece of equipment to help with toning for our exercises and also adds a little bit of resistance to our movements as well as just some variation to some of our exercises today. So I hope you enjoy the class. We're going to start in standing and do a little warm up and then come down onto our mats to continue from there. So I hope you enjoy it today. Remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with because most importantly, we want you to enjoy it. Okay, so when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to use the circle in our hands in just a second. So we're just going to start by bringing those toes apart and those heels apart. So those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer the weight coming onto the fronts of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So that weight's going nice and evenly down through those feet. Knees are nice and soft, so not locked back from there. Hands up onto your pelvis, very gently. We're going to tilt the pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just a nice gentle movement forwards and back. Again, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So we're in that nice neutral position of the pelvis. Those ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Okay, so we're just going to start with the circle between our hands. I'm going to go into our balance series here. So we're going to float our hands up to shoulder height, just a little bit of pressure on that circle. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. And again, float the hands up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. So just a little bit of pressure between those hands as you come up. Bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. And again, floating up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. And again, float those hands up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. And again, float those hands up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. A few more here, reaching up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Keep those knees that hip width distance apart as you lift up and lowering back down. Good. And again, lifting up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Lovely. One last time. Reaching up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. Okay, so we're going to reach our hands forward again with this circle and we're going to do some scapular isolation. So we're going to reach the hands forward. So bring those shoulder blades around your back and then folding back. Good. And again, reaching forwards and folding back. So it's not a big movement. I'll come to the side so you can see. So we're just going to reach forward with those hands. Feel those shoulder blades coming around your back and then bring them back. Good. Neck staying long, reaching forwards and back. Reach forward with those hands in that circle and then folding back. Good. Just feel the shoulder blades coming around your rib cage and then bring them back round. Lovely. One more time. Reaching around and back. Well done. And then float the hands back down. Very good. So we're going to work our arms a little bit more with our circle into our bicep press. So just rest the circle onto your waist here. And we're just going to put the other hand just palm down onto the outside of the circle. And we're going to bend at the elbow into our bicep press. So we're going to push the circle in towards my waist and then out. Good. So flexing that elbow as you push in and out. Good. And again, pushing in and out. Well done. Working those arms, working those biceps as we're pushing in and out. Good. Let's do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming back out. Well done. Bring that arm down. We do the same the other side. So just that circle resting on my waist here. The outer hand just resting that palm on the outer circle. And then we're going to just pushing in and out. So pushing that circle in towards my waist and out. So bending at that elbow, pushing in, opening out. Good. And again, pushing in, folding out. Well done. Pushing in. So I'm just bending that elbow, working those biceps. Good. Let's do 5 more. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then opening out. Well done. Relaxing that arm down. Very good. So we're going to step inside my circle here now. Just work my legs a little bit. So I'm just going to have the circle around my knees. So feet that hip width distance apart. Circle just comfortably that padding onto the outside of the knees here. And we're just going to push a little bit out into that circle, at the same time drop back into my squat. So sticking that bottom out behind, just pushing into that circle, dropping down. Good. So just pushing in, dropping down, and lifting up. Good. And again, dropping down, lifting up. Lovely. Drop down and lifting up. Well done. Dropping down, lifting up. Well done. So sinking that bottom back into that squat, at the same time just pushing those knees just a little bit out into that circle as you go down. Well done. And again, dropping down, lifting up. Well done. Last few here and back. Well done. Dropping down, lifting up. Good. Last few. Good. Drop down, lifting up. And again, dropping down, lifting up. One more time. Drop down and lifting up. Well done. So I'm going to step out of my circle here. And I'm just going to pop it at the end of my mat, and we'll use it again in a minute. We're going to do a few little roll downs here. So feet that hip width distance apart. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end here. As you breathe out, slowly restacking back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end here. Then as you breathe out, gently coming back up into standing. So I'm going to come to the end of my mat. We'll do that again. So breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, just curling, rolling down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. Then as you breathe out, slowly restacking back up into standing. Good. On this next one, we're going to roll down onto our mat. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end here, and your end point. As you breathe out, just sinking down. And again, breath in and out. Soften those knees, and we're going to walk our hands down. And we're going to come down onto our mats into 4-point kneeling, and we're going to continue our class from here. Okay, so we're going to continue here in 4-point kneeling. So just have those hands just in front of those shoulders, knees underneath those hips here, elbows soft, and we're just going to start with just a gentle cat stretch just to mobilise our spines a little bit more here to warm up. So we're going to tuck that head under, arch the back up, flexing through that spine, and then we're going to drop down and look forwards. Good. And again, tucking that head under, arching that back up, and then drop down, look forwards. And again, tucking under, arching up, and then drop down, look forwards. Good. Last few here, tucking the head under, arching up, and then drop down, look forwards. Good. One more time, flexing through that spine, drop down, and just finding that midpoint between those two movements. So our back's nice and flat, that core's gently engaged. So we're going to just bring in our magic circle here. So we're just going to have that in front of your shoulders, so a bit of an arm's width away. So hand just resting on top, palm on top of that circle here. So we're going to start by just extending the opposite leg along the mat, and I want you to push down into the circle. At the same time, we're going to extend the opposite leg and then lower down. So we're going to breathe out, breathe in as we lower. So as we lift that leg, we're pushing that hand down into the circle and then lowering down. Good. And down. Well done. So pushing down, extending the leg and lowering down. Well done. And again. And down. Let's do 5 more here. So we go 5, 4, nice and control, well done. 3, 2, and 1 more. And then lowering that leg down, fold it back in, very good. So let's switch side. So again, the circle just about an arm's width away, hands just in front, palm down onto that circle here. We're going to extend the opposite leg along the mat. And as we lift that leg, we're going to push down into our circle and then lower down. Good, so pushing that palm down into the circle, lifting the opposite leg. So breathing out, breathe in as you lower. Breathing out, breathe in as you lower. Good, well done. So breathing out, so I'm pushing down into that circle and lowering back down. Well done. Good, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, good, nice and control. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Relaxing down, folding that leg back in. Well done. Drop that circle down. We'll just have a little stretch out here off those hands. So just stretching down, Reach those fingertips away, bottom down onto those heels, reaching away, breath in here. And as you breathe out, relaxing down. Well done. And again, breath in. And as you breathe out, relaxing down. Very good. So we're going to come back up and down onto our sides from here. So I want you to come onto your elbow. So elbows bent here, forearm along the mat. We're going to bend the lower leg, but I want you to straighten through the top leg. Now if we grab that circle again, we're going to have that in front of us here. So again, my hand is resting on the top. And so what we're going to do is with this top leg, we're going to push down into the circle, at the same time lift this top leg up and out to the side, and then lower down. Good. So we're going to push down, lift up, and then lower down. So a little bit of coordination as well here. So pushing down, lift that leg, and lower. Good. And down. So we're going to breathe out as we lift up, breathe in as we lower. Good. So we're squashing down and back. Well done. Keeping that position. That arm that you're on here is also working hard, stabilizing you. Well done. And again. And down. Good. And down. So pushing into that circle, lifting up and down. A few more here. And down. Well done. Last few. Good. Let's do one last one. And then lowering that leg down, bend that back in. Very good. Lifting back up. Okay, let's come on to the other side. So coming around, bringing that circle with us. So we're going to come onto our elbow here. So we're bending those knees up. We're going to keep the lower leg bent and we're going to straighten out through that top leg. Elbow underneath that shoulder here. Opposite hand on top of that circle. And we're going to push down into that circle at the same time. Lift that opposite leg. Good. And again, pushing down, lift that top leg up. Good. So we're breathing out as we're lifting up, pushing down into that circle. Well done. And back. Well done. And again, pushing down and lifting up. Well done. This arm is on the mat here is really working hard as well to stabilize you. And down. A few more here. Well done. Lifting and lowering. Good. Getting those glutes working. Well done. Last few, well done. Lifting and lowering. Let's do one last one. And then lowering that leg, bend that leg in, well done, and coming back up. Okay, so we're going to come round onto our backs now. So come down, bring that circle with you, and we're going to come down onto our backs. So we're going to use this and pop it in between our legs just to get the insides of our adductors working, the insides of our thighs. So just use that cushioning on your circle. And I want you to bring the legs, so we're going to bring it in slightly, just probably aiming for that hip width distance apart, probably just a little bit wider if you need to. Okay, arms down by your side, ribs are still soft, collarbones wide. So we're going to do a few little squeezes here just to get those inner thighs working. So we're going to squeeze in, going into that hip distance and then relaxing out. And again, squeezing in and relaxing off. Good. So there's always a little bit of tension on that band just to get it into that position. But we're adding to that by squeezing those knees together and relaxing off. And again, squeezing in and back. Good. Squeezing in and back. Let's just do two more here. Squeezing in and relax. One more. Squeezing together and relax. So coming back to that sort of hip width distance, perhaps just slightly wider. And I'm going to bring my hands behind my head. And we're going to do the same again, but we're going to add in our abdo prep. So we're going to squeeze that circle and we're going to lift into abdo prep and relaxing down. So breathing out, breathing into lower. Well done. Squeezing and lowering. Well done. So bringing those abdominals in here and back. Let's do 5 more. So we go 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then lowering that head down. Well done. Let's take that circle out from those knees. So we're going to work on our abdominals a little bit more. So I want you to rest this circle with that pad onto your left thigh here. And then with the right hand, we're going to have onto the other side of the circle. So just going to push into that slightly. opposite hand behind my head. So we're going to bring in our abdominals again here, and we're going to just push into the circle, the same time lift that head to the opposite knee and then lower back down. And again, so lifting and lowering. Let's do 8 here. So we're going to go 8. Good. 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering that head down. Well done. We're going to swap sides. So opposite thigh. So we have that circle resting on it. Opposite hand there. Just resting on that circle. Hand behind my head. And I'm going to push into that circle as I lift into that abdo prep towards the opposite side and down. And again, lifting and lowering. So breathing out as I lift up. Breathing as you lower. And again. Okay, let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, well done, 5, 4, 3, good, 2, last one, and 1, and then lowering that head down, well done. So let's have the circle in between our hands here. So I'm going to reach this circle up towards the ceiling, just a tiny bit of pressure in between those hands here. And I'm going to raise one leg into tabletop. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, I want you to reach the circle above your head, stretch the leg away, and then we're going to fold back. Lowering that leg down, opposite leg lifted, breathing out, reaching away, and then folding back. So we just have a little tiny squeeze as we reach back and then folding back in. So just a tiny bit of tension, just a kind of 1 or 2 out of 10 squeeze as we reach up and fold back. Well done. And again, opposite leg lifted, reaching away and folding back. Well done. So breathing out as you reach away, breathe in as you fold back. If that's comfortable here, then we can lift both legs into double tabletop and do the same again, reaching away and fold back. And back, well done. Reach away, folding back, keeping that control through that center still, not letting that back arch, those ribs flare. Well done. Reaching away, folding back, just that little bit of tension through that circle. Well done. And again, reaching and back. Reach away and folding back. Well done. And again, reaching away, fold back. And back. Good. And back. Well done. Reaching away, folding back. We do last few here. Very good. Well done. Reaching away and fold back. Good. Let's do one more each side. Reach away and fold back. Well done. And then slowly lowering those legs down one at a time. Just pop that circle to the side just for a minute and we're going to bring those knees in and let's have a little hug. So nice breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, relax down into that stretch. Well done. And again, breath in. And slowly relaxing down into that stretch. Very good. And we're just going to lower those legs down one at a time back to that start. Okay, so we're going to use the circle just to stretch through our leg here. So we just pop our foot round it here and then we're just going to stretch that leg out. With the opposite leg, I want you to lengthen it along the floor here. So just lengthen through that opposite leg. Good, so we just have a little stretch here through the back of the leg, just while we're holding that position. And then we're going to do a few roll-ups from here. So we're going to keep this tension through the circle. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to tuck that chin, really curling through that chest, and we're going to lift up slowly into that seated position. Well done. Okay, and again, so we're just going to roll down, keeping that tension through that circle, back down onto the mat. Okay, so let's do that again. Breath in. As you breathe out, really tuck through that chin, curling up through, nice and tall, up into sitting. Well done. And then we're going to slowly curl back down onto the mat. Well done. So we're going to switch legs now. So opposite legs into the circle. And we're going to have a stretch through that thigh here. So just stretching through that leg. Just hold that stretch for a minute. Just breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Well done. And then we're going to keep that little bit of tension here. And we're going to tuck that chin in and then just slowly curl up, and then lifting up into sitting. Well done. And again, rolling back down, coming down from here. Have a little stretch. Good. And then again, tucking that chin in, and then slowly lifting up into that sitting. Last time, rolling back. Good. And then we're going to lift up one more time. And we're just going to stay up into that seated position. Well done. So unhook that foot. We're going to come into sitting here, feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Okay, so we're going to do a few rollbacks using our circle. So circle between our hands. So what I want you to do is we're going to reach back, little oblique roll back here. I want you to bring your arm around your head, opposite side, and then roll back forwards. Okay, let's go to the other side, opposite side, drop down, reach the circle above your head and around, and then coming forwards. Good, and again, rolling back, reach the circle above your head to the opposite side, and come forwards. Good, and again, so dropping down to that side, reaching over, and then forwards. Good, and again, dropping back, reaching over, and then coming forwards. Lovely, and again, reach over, drop back, reach above your head, and then rolling forwards. And again, dropping down, reach above your head, and then coming forwards. Lovely. Reaching over and above your head, and then coming forwards. And again, each side. Dropping down, reaching above your head, and gliding forwards. Lovely. Dropping down, around, and forwards. One more time, each side here. Dropping down and around, and forwards. Last time, dropping to that side, reaching around, and forwards from there. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do a few more just half rollbacks here. We're going to add a few arm pulses in. So reaching those hands forward, we're going to roll back just halfway down. At that end point, I want you to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pulses and lifting forwards. Good, and again, so rolling back. Hold that there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reaching forwards. Good, and again, rolling back, staying here, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reaching forwards. Good, and again, rolling back, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reaching forwards. Last couple here, rolling back and holding that there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reaching forwards. Let's do one last one. Rolling back, hold that position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reaching forwards again. Well done. So just drop that circle to the side, and we're going to just roll back down onto our backs from here. Well done. And we're going to stretch out through those hamstrings again. So we can use that circle to help us. So just pop one foot inside that circle, and then we're going to just stretch through the back of the leg here. So just take a few nice deep breaths in and out. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch. Well done. And again, breath in and out. Just relax down into that stretch. Well done. Just holding that there. Just feeling that stretch through the back of the leg. Well done. Breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. And then one more time, breath in and out. And then release that tension. We're going to come back down. Do the same on the other side. So opposite foot, reaching that leg away, holding that stretch there, breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Just lengthen through that leg. Well done. And again, breath in and out. Lovely. Just holding that stretch there. Good. Well done. Last few, breathing in and out. One more time, breath in and out. Good. Relax that tension. Bring that foot out of that circle. Circle onto the side. Then we're going to just put one foot onto the opposite knee here. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we're going to bring the other leg up in towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So again, just going to where you're comfortable, breathing in and out. On that out breath, just relaxing down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. Breath in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Well done. Relaxing down into that stretch. No tension through those shoulders, just relaxing those shoulders down. Well done as we're holding this stretch. Good, and then lowering the leg down. Let's do the same on the other side, so opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. So just if that's enough of a stretch, stay there, or if you can, we can bring the other leg up and toward you just as far as you feel comfortable, and then holding this stretch here. So take a nice deep breath in and out. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can, and we're holding that here. So again, breath in and out. Well done. And again, breath in and out. Good. Breath in and out. Lovely. Holding that stretch. One more time. Breath in and out. Relaxing down. Very good. So arms down by your side or out to the side of you. Let's just have a little stretch out. I'm going to drop those knees over to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side if you can, rotating around. And then back up. And again, dropping those knees over, turning that head, rotating through that spine. And then slowly lifting up. Drop those knees over, rotate through that spine. Just as far as comfortable, dropping the knees over, turning your head, well done. And then lifting back up, good. Dropping over, rotating through. And lifting back up. Excellent, last few here, drop those knees over, turning that head, coming back up, and then over onto the opposite side, well done. And then bring those knees back up, arms back down by your side, very good. So come back up into sitting. You've got your circle there, we'll just use it one more time just to finish off here in our seated position. So I want you just to have the circle, again, about an arm's width away, just to one side of you, so just to the right of you here. And we're just going to have our hand, just the palm of it putting on top of the circle there, and we're just going to gently pulse here. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I want you just to gently reach over with that opposite arm, and we're just going to push down to that circle slightly as we stretch into that mermaid. Well done. And then back. Good. And we're going to pulse again with that hand. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to reach over. Stretch through that side, well done, and then folding back, well done. So opposite side, so reach that arm, just about that circle's about hand width away, palm on top of it there, just that slight diagonal, and we're just going to do a few little pulses. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, opposite arm, we're going to reach over into that stretch, push down that circle a little bit, and then folding back, well done, and again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reach that opposite arm over, stretching through that side, and then folding back, well done. And let's bring those arms with that circle in between our hands here. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, reach the circle up and above our head, and then down. Good, and again, reaching up and lowering down. Nice little stretch here. One last time, reaching up. Good. And lowering back down there. Well done, relaxing those shoulders. Fantastic. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the class today. Well done, and hopefully see you again next time.